Hi guys, welcome to Pathopulse_Radhika. So we saw the previous video about hyperplasia. So today we are going to see another form of cellular adaptation. So the form of cellular adaptation which we are going to see today is concerned with this image. So look at the musculature here. Why do some bodybuilders put on six packs? What is the change which undergoes in their abdominal musculature? And what is the change in the muscle in the famous cartoon character Hulk? So all these are pertaining to the topic which we are going to discuss today. So the change, the cells. So what sort of adaptation does the muscle in these conditions undergo? So that is called hypertrophy. So this is what we are going to discuss today. So what is hypertrophy? Hypertrophy is increase in the size of the cell. So now let us see the medical conditions which causes hypertrophy. So what organ is this? It's the uterus. This is the normal size of the uterus, whereas this is an enlarged uterus. So this is a pregnant uterus or a gravid uterus. So look at the difference in the size. This is a normal uterus and this is a pregnant or a gravid uterus. The size of the uterus is massively increased. So why does that happen? Because of the hypertrophy of the uterine musculature. So this is an example for hypertrophy, the uterus in pregnancy. The next change, what is this? This is your heart. So what has happened in the heart? You see two images here. This is the normal heart. So look here, this is the normal thickness of the ventricle. But look here in this image, the thickness of the ventricle is increased. So this we call it as a hypertrophy, ventricular hypertrophy. So imagine this is your ventricle. So whenever you have the different chambers of your heart. Whenever there is a hemodynamic overload, maybe an hypertension or any valvular heart disease, what happens? You have a hemodynamic overload. So in response to that, your cardiac muscle is undergoing some change. It increases in size. This is an example for hypertrophy. So your uterus during pregnancy, your cardiac hypertrophy, and the breast in case of lactation are all examples for hypertrophy. And remember, it's a reversible process. Your cells are adapting to the particular change and it is reversible. So what is hypertrophy? It's increase in the size of the cell. So your cell has to increase in the size. That means what? A cell becomes bigger. So how does your cell become bigger? By increasing more proteins or synthesizing more proteins. So hypertrophy happens in certain cells of your body which are not capable of dividing. When I was talking about hyperplasia, I told the cells increase in number so they divide. Whereas in hypertrophy, the cells increase in size. So whenever a cell is not able to divide, how does it adapt? It increases in size. So hypertrophy happens in non-dividing cell. And what's the mechanism behind hypertrophy? Increased synthesis of proteins. So let's imagine a boss is giving increased work to two people. So what happens? These two persons have to complete the work within the stipulated time. So they try to increase the productivity. Likewise, whenever you have an increased workload, that means your uterus has to accommodate the fetus. Your heart, your ventricles have to accommodate the increased blood. So what happens? The workload is increased. They try to synthesize more proteins, thereby they increase in size. So this is how hypertrophy happens. Thank you.